Broadly, I think our responsibility is to try and be proactive in anticipating the potential welfare harms of our work, proactive in assessing if we have the evidence to know how to mitigate those harms, thinking through the costs of mitigating them, like whether that's time or labor or sacrificing some knowledge advance or whatever, and then really thinking through making an all things considered best judgment about how to proceed, right? So that any unnecessary welfare harms are minimized. That could include replacing, reduction, and refinement, like that 3Rs framework, while still thinking about those other responsibilities I have, fiscal responsibilities, responsibilities to my trainees to ensure they have good work-life balance, so on and so forth. And so trying to make that all things considered best judgment with welfare considered in the picture of labor, time, cost, etc. I also think I have this responsibility to my trainees to ensure that there are opportunities for them to discuss insect welfare, to receive some kind of training if they'll be working with live insects on what are signs of potential distress, when should they be reaching out to me if they see something aberrant, and making sure that they can come to me if they aren't comfortable with a lab practice, whether it's a husbandry practice or an experimental practice, so we can choose and reevaluate what to do because of that discomfort. And I think this is a really key part of establishing that culture of care where I have this responsibility to my trainees to make sure that they feel that the lab is a caring environment and that their concerns are going to be listened to. I also think a lot about the responsibility I have to my funders and given their values. So many animal welfare nonprofits have funded some of my work recently in places like the Animal Welfare Institute, and I want to ensure that the work that I'm doing with the funds that they've granted us is conducted with their values in mind.